To feature one of the three trucks that made it to the build-off. There was a fourth, and the fourth, unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we'll just say, did not make it. The ones that are here, though, are outstanding, and we're going to get in front of the camera here, and I'm going to talk to one of the gentlemen that put this truck together. So, introduce yourself and look at that camera. Tell everybody who you are.
Hey, I'm Brian Davis with Davis Brothers out of Owensville, Indiana.
Nobody's ever heard of Brian, right? Or Davis Brothers? Yeah, So you guys have been out this a while.
Yeah, we've been building. I think our first year at Matt's was 2011 or 12, and we've been back every year since.
It's kind of stuck in you, huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've been coming here since I was a small kid. So I really can't remember when I didn't come here, honestly.
So I don't know your guys' whole story, so I'm just going to kind of try to fill in the blanks, but you help me along here. Did you guys come out of the industry and had trucks and then went, hey, we could probably build a cool truck. Let's try this and see what happens? Or?
Well, no, our dad had one truck, but he never showed it or anything, but he really loved the big shiny trucks and kind of instilled that in us. And then as we got of age and had our own trucks, we just kept going, wilder and wilder and wilder. And
kind of how it is around here.
Yeah, till we ended up back here, basically. But, we walked around here as a kid just thinking, man, if I could ever get a truck on this lot, and just honestly really never thought it would happen. So when it did, I was pretty happy about that.
Well, and it's happened multiple times now, not only your trucks, but you've built other trucks for other people too, right?
Yes, yeah, we've built several trucks. We got quite a bit of work on the lot this year again, and have had every year for the last, probably dang near 10 years now.
So the Big Rig Build-Off, it's sort of a reboot of something they used to have that was going on here, but a little bit different. What did you just say, yeah, man, we'll do it, or did you have to think about it? What happened with that process?
Well, no, I definitely thought about it. They called when they originally called and offered us a spot in it. I said, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't think we need to do it. I don't think we got time. Every excuse. And about a month later, he calls back and says, "Hey, you've been thinking about that? We'd love to have you in that thing." And I said, "Well, I don't know. I suppose we'll try it." So I talked to the guys in the shop and said, "This is going to be hell if we do it," because by this time it was, oh man, it must have been late October, and the truck we were going to build hadn't even built yet. So at Peterbilt. So I said, "Man, this is going to be tough, guys," but. Yeah. They all agreed to do it, and so the truck got built in November of 23, and we got it, I can't remember, it's about the 12th of December, somewhere, give or take a day or two of that, of December, when we actually received the truck to start on. So it's been tough, to say the least.
And here it is. So it's a 24 or a 23?
No, it's a 24, yes.
So a 24, 389?
Yes, sir.
All right, and let's talk about what's under the hood and what's going on and what you've built to impress us here, because this is the first one that we've featured of all the Big Rig Build-Off trucks, and I'm pretty impressed, I got to say. I'm looking around. I'm going to bring my man Jacob from behind the camera with the Studio 10.4 Live mobile camera, and we'll get a look at stuff. So as he's walking around, just tell us about the truck.
Well, we done the stainless hood cap, the 379 style hood cap that seem to be pretty popular, but I kind of like that look, and it's kind of the theme or the era of the truck more so that I was going for. So starting there, we made these skins inside the hood here to cover up the wishbones inside of your hood, kind of smooth that out, and just kind of get a slick look there.
Nice clean look. Yep.
Yeah. Originally I wasn't going to do much in the engine bay, but as you can tell, we
yeah, that didn't stay. That went out the window.
Yeah, the guys in the shop said, "Nah, I don't think so." So we tried to clean the firewall off. We moved the horn, your fan relay, different. Some wiring harnesses and things across there. Moved it all down behind the motor and built new brackets for it all. So then we could stripe the firewall and bring the paint job onto the firewall and just kind of clean things up, and redone all of our wiring harnesses, air hoses, wrapped everything, and the cloth loom, and really spent lots of hours just straightening wires out.
Am I smelling paint? Is that you and the truck, or what's going on here? Because it might be just from around here, but I swear I smell fresh paint.
Well, you might, yeah. I don't think the paint's gassed out yet.
I don't think it is either.
But there's just a lot of things that I don't know. It's hard to walk for me to walk around it and remember quite everything, but
Well, and that's okay. Just kind of pick and choose. And I mean, you got to talk about the interior of the cab, those lights up on the headliner, the Fender guitar amp panels. I mean, what do we got going on there, man? Who's a guitar player?
well, myself. So I played in the band for about 25 years now, and so always like that kind of deal. And we just kind of themed the interior around an old bar, and we started out, well, we ought to go back to a wood floor. I haven't seen those in a while. So then I woke up one morning about 6:30 in the morning, called Kevin. I said, Kevin, man, I got the floor idea. We're going to do this wood with the neon strips in it and blah, blah. And it's like, how are you going to do that? And so I told him, he said, we might be able to do that. So we worked and built some mocks up until we figured out how to do it. And then we built bases for our seat, makes our seats look like they're just floating in the cab. So you can see right under our seats, and that kind of freaks people out. They come up, they can't figure it out. They stick in their hand, and they're like, what?
I see that now. And the other stuff, I mean, I didn't see it all at first. It's a lot to take in, but that center console, man, it looks kind of like a jukebox or something, doesn't it? I mean, what was the theme? What was the inspiration for that?
Yeah, that's totally what it is. So that
jukebox?
Yeah. So that entire dash is aluminum, hand-built dash, okay, side to side. And so we tried to make it look like that there's a jukebox sticking out of the dash, as part of the old bar theme. And we took all the controls of a lot of the guys know the new style dash 389s have steering wheel controls, and you can't change the steering wheels in them. So anyway, we took all the steering wheel controls out and moved them into the dash. And so that way we could put an aftermarket steering wheel in it, and we got a half chrome, half leather wrapped. The whole interior is leather. It's all real leather. It took 12 cow hides and 4 hair-on hides to make all this interior for the truck.
And somebody likes Busch Light.
Yeah, I think folks that know us well, knows from the show circuit, always know where to get a fresh
Busch.
Yes. Yes, always crisp and tasty, I say. So we incorporated those neon lights in there, and the shifter topper. There's the Busch Light tap puller, at your local bar. So we got us one of those, converted that. So there's a lot of little things, our step plates, or the hood skins, the fuel cap covers, the rivet covers, the CB mounts, underdecks. There's a lot of things we made ourselves at the shop that are neat pieces. And the pedal base, we've got a lot of interest in this pedal base and brake base that's in this truck that we made. A lot of guys want to buy them.
I'm seeing just all these little details I'm picking up. The battery box cover has got what do you call that? There's quilting. Yeah, quilting. That's right. I mean, the floor is beautiful, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. Details, man. So
we also double-sided all of our light bars so that you can't see any of the wiring, and we have lights on the back of them to underglow the truck. Paneled the bottom of the sleeper, paneled the bottom of the cab, so all that stuff's painted just like the outside. So underneath the sleeper, underneath the cab, it all looks just like the outside of the truck.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. The details on this is incredible. Normally you see the backs of those light panels and all the wires and everything, not to be on here. Nice way to finish it off.
Yeah, thank you. We got a belly pan in the truck, and we were able to make it where it has no visible fasteners, which also covers the fasteners for the eye panel and your tandem front tandem blocker. So and then the rear fenders also, we carried the quilting into the rear fenders.
Yeah.
So that requires getting the stainless quilted and then sending it out to the fender manufacturer for them to press basically into the fenders.
Custom, and then some custom.
Yeah, I suppose you could say so.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've never seen it like that.
We built the back of the frame in to be seamless right up to our deck plate, so there was no bolts or welds or anything showing back there. And then the trailer, or you want to look at our trailer as well?
Why not? We're here. We'll take a shot of it as we're standing here. Tell us the rundown on the trailer.
Yeah, so the trailer's a 2024 Mack 17.5 low profile step deck that we haul lots of planters on. So we ordered the trailer basically set up for that, and Mac worked with us real well on, excuse me, getting, it just like we wanted it. So we're pretty happy with the trailer. We brought the trailer home, paneled the whole underneath side of the trailer so you can't see any of the cross members under there. And of course, in Davis Brothers fashion, put
speakers.
Yeah, a few speakers there, and a few speakers under.
I've been around too.
Yeah, between the frame rails. So we're working with JL Audio on it, a deal this year that they've signed us on to promote product, and so we've got several shows to do for them this year. In fact, into early 25 with the truck and trailer.
Well, congratulations on that. That's always a nice thank you and appreciation.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've used a lot of their product, and they kind of got interested in what we were doing. And worked with them, and
here we are.
Here we are, so we're pretty happy about all that.
Let's walk back up here to the front. Jacob is down around the back here and going to make his way back up towards us once he turns around. So in the big rig build-off, though, what's being judged is just the truck, not the trailer.
That's right. Yeah, the trailer was not judged at the show this year. It was just we had already had intentions for this trailer whenever we committed to the build-off, and commitments with Mac to be here with it. And so they said, okay, you can bring your trailer, but we can't judge it, which is fine. That's fine. No problem there, right? I said, yeah, just judge the truck then. And so a lot of folks, I can't believe you didn't get that trailer judged. And I said, maybe somewhere, sometime.
I think the truck's enough at this point. So congrats on the build.
Yeah, thank you. We sure
Welcome,
appreciate
Brian.
it.
Thanks for taking the time. You guys hanging out with us and Brian Davis and this beautiful truck that they've presented here for the big rig build-off. Let's go ahead and walk up here to the front.
Yes.
We have our man Jacob get back behind the camera and switch us back on to camera A. Good luck to you guys. Judging's done, right?
Yeah, we got judged this morning. We were done by about 11 o'clock, so we were happy with that. It was very cold this morning. So.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, we were freezing to death. I was hoping they were going to come soon, and they kept telling me, we'll be there in just a few minutes. And that few minutes seemed like about 3 hours, but it wasn't bad at all. They came over and spent about an hour judging the truck, and felt like they seen it all and felt like it went good. So we'll see.
I don't know how you judge in an hour. I couldn't have done it, but more power to them.
Well, they spent an hour with myself going around the truck explaining things, and then they kind of got together and collabed on it for about 30 minutes after that. So honestly, full judging time was probably an hour and a half.
Okay. I would say I wouldn't be surprised myself if I was asked to judge this truck. It'd be here at least that. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot to take in. So
yeah, they said there was a lot to see that they didn't realize, that there was a lot to the truck, which made me feel good, so there was a lot to look at, and they kept finding more things. Oh, we didn't notice this, didn't notice that. So
and that
see how it comes out, huh?
Well, those are the right guys to judge, and that's the whole thing. My big thing about truck shows and the judges that judge them. Sometimes, back in the day, man, you didn't know necessarily what you were getting, who was looking at your truck, and in this case here, those guys back then wouldn't have known anything to look at here. It wouldn't have happened. So the guys that are doing it now are educated, and they know they keep their eyes open. They're looking in the right places, the right things.
Yeah, they're all well-known guys, and It's kind of fun because we talked shop a lot, about how'd you do this, what'd you do here, and I done this once, or that type of thing. So it was really enjoyable to spend a little time with them this morning, and really felt like we got a good judge on it.
Good deal. Well, and thanks, guys. I know the judges, and I know you guys did a good job, and I can't wait to see who's going to take home the big prize, the bragging rights. The money ain't really much. And I'm not saying it's not a lot. I'm just saying it's about bragging rights.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably pay the beer and hotel bill for that.
Well, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how well. True. If it goes really well, it may not pay that, huh?
Exactly. All right, you guys, we got one more big rig build-off truck that we're going to look at over here. It's a cool-looking cab over. We're going to do that for you in a few. Right now, we're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly. You got to recharge the batteries and get things so we can take that as the last daytime stream and then on into the night for tonight's light show. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, all the guys down here at the bottom of the screen, everybody that's on there. I want you all to check them out. Go to their websites and see if they can help you out. NTA, which we were just talking about before the stream, great resource for you guys with ELDs, with litigation, with truck legislation, with things that I want to say they're kind of OIDA on steroids. That's my take. So check them out. All the other advertisers, of course, 104magazine.com. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks.